Hello everyone and welcome to our video series on Learn German for Beginners. In this lesson, we'll be learning personal pronouns in dative. What are personal pronouns? Do you remember ich, du, wir, or in Akkusativ mich, dich, uns? It's time to learn them in dative. You have already heard them before. Mir, dir, Ihnen. But how and when are they used? Let's learn that. Lektion 36. Before we begin with each personal pronoun in dative, let's learn how to use them. And here is an example. Das ist Michael. Michael ist mein Freund. But to avoid the repetition, you would say, ist mein Freund. Ist the pronoun for Michael. Ich gebe Michael eine Schokolade. And to avoid the repetition of Michael, we would say, ich gebe ihm eine Schokolade. Why are we using ihm? Because Michael in the sentence is the dative object. So we need to use a dative personal pronoun. Let's look at the sentence again to understand it better. Ich gebe ihm eine Schokolade. In this sentence, ich is the subject, hence nominative. There are two objects, eine Schokolade and ihm. Eine Schokolade is the accusative object, that is the direct object. The indirect object is ihm, and that's the dative object. Since the personal pronoun for Michael is in this case we need a dative personal pronoun for which is ihm. Hence we use ihm in the sentence. Let's learn the various dative personal pronouns. First person singular in nominative is ich, and the dative equivalent is mir. Let's see how to use this in a sentence. Hi, ich bin Maria. Gibst du mir ein Geschenk? In this sentence, du is nominative, ein Geschenk is accusative, and mir is the dative object. The Personalpronomen im Dativ for ich is mir. Second person informal du. In Dativ, the personal pronoun is dir. Let's see how to use this in a sentence. Anna, du bist nett. Ich gebe dir ein Geschenk. In this sentence again, ich is nominative, ein Geschenk is accusative, and dir is the dative object. In dative, the personal pronoun du changes to dir. You must have noticed that the sentences are similar in all the cases. We have used similar sentences because it's easier to identify what's the nominative and the accusative. This helps in identifying the dative personal pronoun. Let's move on to the second person, formal. Im Nominativ, it's Sie, and im Dativ, it changes to Ihnen. Let's see how to use it. Herr Schmidt, ich gebe Ihnen ein Geschenk. In this sentence, Ihnen is the dative object, and Ihnen is the dative personal pronoun for Sie. Do remember that Ihnen here is always written with a big I. The next one is third person masculine. Im Nominativ is and in dative it changes to ihm. Let's see how to use them in a sentence. Das ist Michael. Ist Architekt. Ich gebe ihm ein Geschenk. The same case we have done before. Ihm is the dative personal pronoun for The next one is third person feminine. Im Nominativ we use sie and in dative ihr. Let's look at a sentence to understand them. Das ist Michaela. Sie ist Studentin. Ich gebe ihr ein Geschenk. Ihr is the dative object. As you can see, ihr is the dative personal pronoun for sie. Coming to the third person in neutral. Es im Nominativ is ihm im Dativ. Das ist ein Kind. Es ist süß. Ich gebe ihm ein Geschenk. Once again, ich is the nominative subject, ein Geschenk is the accusative object, and ihm is the dative object. The dative personal pronoun for es is ihm. Let's do the plural pronouns now. First person plural im Nominativ is wir, and in dative it's uns. Let's see how to use them. Wir sind Samantha und Mike. Gibst du uns ein Geschenk? In this question, du is the nominative subject, ein Geschenk is the accusative object, whereas the dative object is uns. The dative personal pronoun for wir is uns. Moving on to the second person informal plural form, that is, im Nominativ ihr and in dative euch. Let's see how to use them in a sentence. Marie und Tobi, ihr seid nett. Ich gebe euch ein Geschenk. In this sentence, euch is the dative object and the dative personal pronoun for ihr is euch. The next one is second person formal plural form. Im Nominativ it's sie and im Dativ it's ihnen. In this case also you should remember that ihnen is written with a capital I. Let's see how to use them in a sentence. Herr und Frau Müller, Sie sind nett. Ich gebe Ihnen ein Geschenk. In this sentence, Ihnen is the dative object. The dative personal pronoun for Sie is Ihnen. Coming to the last one. Third person plural. Im Nominativ is Sie and im Dativ it's Ihnen. In this case, the capital I is replaced by the small I. Let's see how to use them. Das sind Petra und Jürgen. Sie sind nett. Ich gebe ihnen ein Geschenk. In this sentence again, ich is the nominative subject, ein Geschenk is the accusative object, and ihnen is the dative object. The dative personal pronoun for sie is ihnen. Dative personal pronouns are used a lot in day-to-day conversations. Let's look at a few sentences from everyday life. Alltagssätze. Listen and repeat. Das Essen schmeckt mir sehr gut. Ich helfe dir gerne. Wir gratulieren ihm zum Geburtstag. When wishing directly, ich oder wir gratulieren dir zum Geburtstag. Die Tasche gehört ihr. Das Auto gefällt uns. Ich danke euch für das Geschenk. If you're thanking one person, replace euch with dir. Wie geht es Ihnen? And informally, wie geht es dir? Ich antworte Ihnen sofort, Herr Müller. Used very often in formal emails or conversations. Ich kaufe dir einen Kaffee. Kannst du mir bitte helfen? You can pause the video here and repeat them once again. They'll be helpful in your daily conversation. Now let's put all of them together. Im Nominativ, it's ich, Dativ, mir, du, dir, sie, ihnen, er, ihm, sie, ihr, es, ihm. In Plural, wir, uns, ihr, euch, sie, ihnen, sie, ihnen. A few tips to remember here. The dative personal pronouns for er and es are the same, that is ihm. The personal pronouns in dative for sie are always ihnen, but you have to remember only the smaller z, the indirect z, has the dative personal pronoun as ihnen with a small I. If you like this channel and regularly benefit from the free content, then the workbook is a great way to support while also improving your German. You'll find the link to the book at the very top of the description. Thank you for supporting and your journey of learning German. We wish you all the best. If you liked this video and want more of these, Do let us know in the comments. Become a member today and gain access to extra content for this video and much more. You can also get a free worksheet by joining our Patreon page. Danke! Thanks for watching this video. If you liked this video, do give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you still haven't. You can click on the bell to receive notifications whenever we upload a new video. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. Tschüss! Auf Wiedersehen!